Yeah.
What's your sense about where he stands on this?
Well, so that's really good. So here's what's going on from my point of view. They're going after Georgia as being Jim Crow 2.0. Why? They'll be going after Texas next. What they're doing in Georgia is allow you 17 days to vote. Now, you got to have an ID to vote, and if you don't have one, they'll get one for you, including weekends. How are you suppressing people's right to vote when you give them 17 days to vote, including weekends? So the bottom line to me is that they're setting up H.R. 1 for passage by saying that states like Texas and Georgia and maybe South Carolina be next, I don't know, that we have to have a national voting standard because these states like Georgia are suppressing the vote based on along racial lines. So here's what I think. I think that Joe Manchin is not going to turn on the people of West Virginia, because here's his choice. Allow the people of West Virginia to conduct elections, or allow the federal government to take over the election system for every American and impose upon every state like West Virginia insane requirements. No voter ID. So I would imagine that in West Virginia, if you ask the average person, do you believe you should have an ID to prove you are who you are when you vote? It would be overwhelming. I would imagine most West Virginians would want states to draw the lines, not some group in Congress. I am sure that most West Virginians wouldn't like the idea of ballot harvesting, where some partisan person can collect ballots from neighborhoods and other places and turn them in if they want to, and if they don't turn them in. So my view is that I doubt if most West Virginians want the federal government to be on the hook for $6 for every dollar you get through a donation. So I'm hopeful that Joe Manchin will look at H.R. 1 as destroying the ability of West Virginia to conduct an election as they see fit, following the laws of the land. The reason I'm here with Governor McMaster is to let every South Carolinian know why I'm so upset. If you can show me voter abuse where people are not allowed to vote fairly and freely, I want to fix that. I see a political effort to institutionalize voting at the federal level on terms most advantageous to the most radical people in the country. And I'm not going to be part of that, and I'm hoping Joe Manchin will not be. They're trying to change the filibuster for this. They're trying to convince Joe Manchin, just work with us on H.R. 1. Let's change the filibuster for one bill. Why are they picking this? This will destroy ballot integrity. This will institutionalize techniques used by the left to expand the vote in a fashion where there will be no integrity in the vote. This is the biggest power grab in modern American history, being pushed by the most radical people in modern American history to change the way we vote, to destroy the integrity of the ballot box. And we will not stand for it in South Carolina. And I am confident that Joe Manchin will be listening to the people of West Virginia.